Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us at the Desk of the Scribe today. Today we're going to talk about one of my best frenemies in the wrestling business, the Irish Devil himself, Douglas O'Shea. Uh, Let me try not to get a throat punch here. Alright, number one, the first thing you need to know about Douglas O'Shea is conviction. If you look up this word in the Urban Dictionary, conviction, you're going to see a picture of the Irish Devil. Alright, when I say that, I don't say that lightly. That's a very strong word, but he lives it. That's taken him through injuries, and you can see it in everything he does, everything he says. He believes 110%. And when you talk to Douglas O'Shea, whether you're talking to him online, you're going to talk to the same Douglas O'Shea you're going to see in the ring, and that's the same Douglas O'Shea you're going to see in the parking lot, at a barbecue, or a meatloaf convention. It doesn't matter. The man has conviction through and through. He believes everything he says. Alright, so that's a pretty good quality to have. Number two, alright, believe it or not, the man is not just a star, but he is a star maker. Alright, if you want to be a star, an easy way to do it, pick on Douglas O'Shea or stand next to Douglas O'Shea. I have not seen anyone draw as much heat to himself and those around him as Douglas O'Shea. You can go, there is a laundry list of individuals who have made a name for themselves just by being around him. Let's see. All due respect to these guys, and I've got a lot of respect for them. A few of them are good friends of mine, but Bully O'Brien, oh no, no Bully, and Santhrop O'Brien, who's the leader of the cult right now, but where did he get a start? Under the tutelage of Douglas O'Shea. Let's see, Johnson Van Johnson III, one of the most hated managers in the wrestling business. Douglas O'Shea. Alright, there are stars, and then there are stars that are star makers. That's Douglas O'Shea. Number three, we are talking about one of the smartest men in the wrestling business today. You might not think so, but you see, anybody remember when the Foreign Solution was a faction and they had all sorts of people, and then we lost one, we lost two, and instead of going with the usual route and getting some young guy and training him, no. He saw that over on the horizon there was some rumors, noised abroad, about wrestling's original conqueror, and he could have started a rivalry. A lot of people are wanting to work against this guy, but he made the smart decision and said, I want to stand side by side with this man. Alright, one of the smartest men in the wrestling business today. Number four, here is a guy who is a legend in the business, and he's been around a very long time, but he is able to adapt and overcome and change with the times. Alright, you look on social media, you don't see too many of the long tenured wrestlers on social media, and you don't see too many people with a social media following that he has. And when I say social media following, I don't mean people like his page. I mean, when he speaks online, people flock to Douglas O'Shea. Alright, you don't see too many legends that have that following. So his ability to adapt to any given situation in the wrestling business is pretty impressive. Number five, he is probably one of the most underrated professional wrestlers in the business today, at least in the Midwest. He gets a lot of heat. He gets a lot of hatred. A lot of people talk bad about him. They put his name all over whatever site that is. I'm not even going to say the name. People criticize his work rate in the ring, even though he's been around for 2.5 decades. He's had a broken neck, and still, because of his conviction, he is still ready, willing, and able to get in there and fight. Alright, we need to show him a little bit more respect and stop talking down on the man's name, because The man is a legend. Just don't invite him over for meatloaf. It's not going to go well.